Trump hails good relationship with China amid tariff talks. U.S. President Donald Trump on Monday said that Washington has good relations with Beijing, adding that he would like to see China open up its markets to the rest of the world. While speaking to reporters in Scotland alongside UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer, Trump said, "We have a good relationship with China. We're all tough, yes, but we're going to see what happens. I'd love to see China open up their country. We just concluded our deal with Japan. It was very good for everybody. We're making great deals. POTUS on trade talks with China. We have a good relationship with China. We're going to see what happens. We just concluded our deal with Japan. It was very good for everybody. We're making great deals." pic.twitter.com NUIOQNN0D Rapid Response 47 Rapid Response 47 July 28, 2025. The U.S. President's response came after top U.S. and Chinese officials met in Stockholm on Monday to resume talks to resolve long-standing economic disputes at the center of a trade war between the world's top two economies. The fresh round of talks aimed to extend the truce deal by another 3 months. The current 90-day truce between the US and China, which saw the two countries temporarily lowering tariffs on each other, is set to end on 12 August. The meetings in Sweden, led on Washington's side by Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent and for Beijing by Vice Premier He Lifeng, came hours after Trump announced a framework tariffs deal with the European Union. Last week, Bessent said talks with China were in a very good place and suggested the new round of talks could result in a second truce. On Monday, South China Morning Post reported that the US and China are expected to extend the truce by another 3 months. Meanwhile, the Financial Times reported that the US has frozen restrictions on technology exports to China to avoid hurting trade talks and help Trump secure a meeting with President Xi Jinping this year. The US President, in May 2025, had clarified his intentions behind striking a deal with China when he said that Beijing is in a trade surplus with Washington, and according to him, "These are not good signs for America. China, as you know, has a tremendous trade surplus with us, and we can't, we just can't have that," he had said back then, as quoted by The Telegraph. Without an agreement, global supply chains could face renewed turmoil, from US duties snapping back to triple-digit levels that would amount to a bilateral trade embargo. Swipe left for next video. Previous US-China trade talks in Geneva and London in May and June focused on bringing the US and Chinese retaliatory tariffs down from triple-digit levels and restoring the flow of rare earth minerals halted by China and Nvidia's H20 AI chips and other goods halted by the United States. Geneva and London were really just about trying to get the relationship back on track so that they could, at some point, actually negotiate about the issues which animate the disagreement between the countries in the first place. Scott Kennedy, a China economics expert at the Center for Strategic and International Studies in Washington, told news agency Reuters. Latest blogs.